So the Pokemon Company recently announced the upcoming expansion for Scarlet and Violet called Surging Sparks. And not only do we know about Surging Sparks, we know the release date, we know a bunch of products. So we're gonna get into all that stuff right now. But first, I just wanna say welcome to PokeFang Unpacked, where we unpack the latest news, updates, leaks, and rumors in the Pokemon TCG collecting hobby. I absolutely love the logo. I think initially my reaction was it looks a little bit corny, a little bit cringe, but the more I look at it, the more it makes sense and the more I actually start to like it. But recently I went onto the PokemonCenter.com and one of my favorite things ever happened. I know they mentioned this in like every single episode when a new set gets released, but the hero image was updated to show the new set Surging Sparks. It had an ETB, it had pack arts, it's got all the new things that are going to be inside of the Elite Trainer box, including the promo cards that are going to come with it, which looks like they feature a Magneton. We're going to take a closer look at those as well. This is what we have to look forward to. Release date of November 8th, which we knew based on rumors, but now it is absolutely confirmed on the Pokemon Center or Pokemon.com press site. There's going to be over 250 cards, according to the press release. That is huge. Shrouded Fable had 99 cards in it, I believe. So and Stellar Crown is also based off of one Japanese enhanced expansion. So we're coming from two back-to-back very small sets to one that's absolutely going to be pretty massive. 9 Stellar Terra Pokemon EX is quite a few Stellars, and 9 Terra Pokemon EX. So those are the etched, like textured double rares that we get. Here's an example of one that is a Terra type. So this is just the regular Terra type, and it has that texture on it and that foiling that just makes it a little bit more of an elevated EX card to pull. And the regular EXs, like this Pidgeot, just have a flat hollow foil pattern on them. The implication, though, is that there's going to be 18 EX, regular double rare EX Pokemon like this one right here with the texturing on it. That's absolutely insane. We usually only get a few of these in each set, so that's pretty cool. And it doesn't say any regular Pokemon EX. It just says the number of Stellar Terra Pokemon EX and Terra Pokemon. But what's even more insane than that is the 23 illustration rare Pokemon. So pretty much the opposite of Paldean Fates, which I think only had like 3 illustration rares in it. That was absolutely abysmal. I can't even forgive them for that. 11 special illustration rare Pokemon and supporters. That is nuts. Last couple of sets we've been having have only had like maybe five, maybe 6 special illustration rares. Those are our big chase cards, our alternate arts essentially. So super stoked to see that many of them actually going to be in this set. And 8 A-Spec cards, 6 hyper rare gold etched cards as well. Not too crazy. We typically get anywhere from 3 to 5, maybe sometimes even 6. But it is cool to see that they're not skimping out on basically any of these. As soon as you click on this hero banner, it takes you to a page where you can see this right here. Boom. We have a Scarlet and Violet Surging Sparks booster display box, aka a booster box, booster bundle. Those are the new products that have 6 packs in them, just 6 packs, nothing else. We have regular individual sleeved packs for $4.49, and then we have the Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer box. And we're gonna go through these in detail in the upcoming slides to tell you guys exactly which one has the best bang for your buck when you're just looking for packs. So we're gonna have a per pack price guide in this video, starting with the Surging Sparks booster box. Like I said, $161.64 for 36 packs. Divide that down and you end up with $4.49 per pack. That is MSRP on Pokemon packs. Now, before you go ahead and start pre-ordering everything on the Pokemon Center website, I would highly suggest against getting booster boxes more than any other product on the Pokemon Center website, because these are typically very much determined by supply and demand and just incentive for stores to move these products. So $161, basically $162 is very, very high for a modern booster box. You will be able to find these in the close to $100 range pretty easily. I think in the first like month or so that this set is out, you should be able to get these for anywhere from $120 to $130, something like that. Should be pretty easy to find. Make sure to reach out to your local gaming stores. Make sure to check tcgplayer.com. You'll definitely be able to find a better price than $160, $164. There are actually products that I would recommend buying off of Pokemon Center. This is just not it's not one of them. As per the press release, now that we know what a lot of these products look like, we know what the pack arts actually look like for Surging Sparks, which is pretty epic. I actually think that the Alolan Executor Stellar type pack art looks fantastic. I love the way that it pops. The Archaludon, which is the new evolution of Duraludon, is also looking pretty cool. No stellar typing on that one. Latios and Latias are also in this set if you've been following along. There's some great artworks of those also going to be in this set. Not stellar type on those. And then we have the stellar type Pikachu, pretty epic as well. So overall, I think the pack arts on these look pretty great. I think the best pack arts that we've seen so far have been on Stellar Crown, but this is a pretty close second in my opinion. We got the 3-pack blisters have also been announced with a Quagsire and Zapdos promo on them. Obviously, those 1 promo in each and 3 packs in each. So those have a retail of MSRP rather of $13.99 or $4.66 per pack. Not terrible if you are not factoring in the value of that promo card. You also have your booster bundles, which I mentioned earlier. Those have 6 packs in them and absolutely nothing else. They're just like a mini little booster box just for fun. I think those are priced pretty, accurately because they're $4.49 times 6 gives you $26.94, and that's the MSRP for these things. So it's very straightforward. Then you have your sleeved packs. Those are just $4.49 per pack. But I have seen these for some reason marked up at big box retailers for $4.99 or even over $5. I think $6.99 was the highest I ever saw sleeved packs, and that was at Target. I made a Instagram reel and YouTube short off of that. It was absolutely ridiculous that they were just scalping people at the big box level. But then we have the check lane blisters, which come with 1 promo, also a coin, I forgot to write that, and 1 pack. So those are $4.99 for those check lane blisters. You're basically paying an extra 50 cents for the coin and the card that it comes with. If you're not interested in the coin and the card, I would suggest saving that 50 cents and getting the sleeved packs or a booster bundle. We have the premium check lane blisters, which have 3 different cards in them. I did try to zoom in on those to see if those are actually promos, and I don't think they are. I think they're actually just cards from the set. So they're just essentially bulk cards. It's a little bit weird that it's just standard bulk cards. So they're not actually promos. So I just wrote 3 cards. And that is going to be $1 more for those bulk cards, essentially. $5.99 a pack average. Then you have the build and battle box, which do not confuse this with the booster bundle. It's very easy to. They have the exact same form factor, which is why I think sometimes they're switching away from this style for the booster bundle, and they make like the bigger flat boxes, and we've seen those in the past. But make sure you're checking to see if it says that build and battle down there with the Play Pokemon logo, because that is going to be the one that comes with a promo card, with a little half deck and 4 packs. Those are specifically for build and battle events as a pre-release product, but these are usually $21.99 or an average of $5.50 per pack if you're not factoring in the value of those stamped promo cards, which some people like myself do actually like to collect. Then we have our Elite Trainer boxes. We get 2 options here, right? We get the Elite Trainer boxes on the left, the regular ones that you'll find in your local gaming stores, hobby shops. You'll find them at even gas stations recently, but mostly Walmarts, Targets, Best Buys, etc. And those are MSRP of $49.99 US dollars, included USD in there in case you guys are from out of the country. But those come with 1 promo, a bunch of extra little goodies, and 9 packs. So that's an average of $5.55 per pack, more than a booster box. But you do get all of those extras in there in that promo. But the Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer box, you'll notice is a little bit different. It has a little Pokemon Center emblem right here. I made my mouse green so that you guys can see where I'm pointing. And that one is a little bit special. It's more of a collector's item. You can open them. I do tend to open one on the channel here every time that a set comes out. I can actually show you guys what the one from Shrouded Fable looks like, because it literally was delayed and just dropped today as the day that I'm filming this. So we're going to be opening that up later on the channel in later this week some point. So keep an eye out for that. But also $59.99 for this Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box. That's the standard price for these. They do come with 2 copies of the promo and a few extra packs. So these have 11 packs versus 9 packs, which actually makes that average $5.45 per pack, because you are talking about extra packs, even though there's more, more cost associated with it. It is a slightly better per pack average, but this is an even better deal than it looks like on the surface with that 10 cents difference per pack because of those two promos. That extra promo that you get in there has a Pokemon Center stamp on it, and that makes a massive difference in terms of the value of this box. I'm going to show you some really detailed examples as to why I really, really believe in getting these Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes, at least one or two for each set that comes out. So this is actually what's inside of the Surging Sparks Elite Trainer boxes. You can see that the sleeves look like the dividers. We're going to be opening one of these up on the channel, hopefully when it comes out. Hopefully there's no delays like there was with Shrouded Fable. Then we have the Magneton promo. This is illustrated by Shinji Kanda. This is a picture of both of them, obviously. So this is what you would get in the Pokemon Center exclusive version of the Elite Trainer box. You can barely see in all the chaos of this artwork right here, the Pokemon Center exclusive stamp on this one right here. They're identical artworks as always. Just this one has that stamp. I like this artwork. I think it looks like pure chaos. The thing I'm not entirely sure of is what the holo pattern is going to be, because when they show us these like PNG artworks, these JPEG artworks, they don't actually include like what the texture is going to be, the holofoil pattern is going to be. Like, for example, this is the Snorlax image that we got for the, I don't even remember what this was, 151? I think this is 151. But it's the Snorlax promo that we got, the ETB promo, ended up just having like a standard holofoil pattern on it in the background of the artwork. But then we have like the more recent Twilight Masquerade promo from the ETB that had the artwork on it. Obviously looked flat when they announced it, and then it had this sort of alternate art or special illustration rare style, like glittery holofoil background on it. And then there was the Pecharunt from Shrouded Fable that's also just holofoil. So it seems like they bounce back and forth and really can't stick to anything consistent. I'm hoping that that means maybe we get this sort of style with the Magneton. That would be pretty cool. They also briefly did that with the Iono promo that came in those little milk carton boxes, the tournament collection boxes. This was the picture of the artwork that they said was going to be in it, and then this is what we actually got. So it was like a full art textured card with the etching on it, but then it also had that special illustration rare glitter holofoil background that we actually normally don't have in full art. So you guys can see an example right here. The Team Star Grunt full art does not have that. And then we do have that with the Iono promo. And it's exclusive to that promo from the tournament collection. So it seems like they're kind of all over the place, and we don't actually know what this one's going to look like in person until, I guess, as we get closer to the release. Maybe it'll come out, or maybe it'll show us, or maybe it'll leak. But this artwork, as chaotic as it looks, may look familiar to some of you, especially because Shinji Kanda is known for having illustrated this Magikarp from Paldea Evolved. This is a very, very popular Magikarp. As you can see, it is just a regular illustration rare. And for whatever reason, I guess just because of the artwork or because of the difficulty to pull it, I'm not entirely sure, but this pricing on this Magikarp has absolutely skyrocketed since it has come out. When I first pulled it, I think it was about $40, and I thought that that was insane because most illustration rares are just a few dollars, and it has already skyrocketed up to, as of recording this, $118 market value. So that's absolutely insane. And what's even more insane is if you look at the PSA 10s on this thing, recently sold average at $605.41, over $600 in a PSA 10 with a population of 895. This artist also illustrated the Giratina V alternate art from Lost Origin. So you're noticing pattern here with their style, with these sort of crazy, chaotic, artistic backgrounds. I absolutely love this Giratina. It's one of my favorites. The Magikarp also looks fantastic. So it's very cool that they're giving this artist the opportunity to create the ETB promos for this upcoming set. The Giratina V, just so you guys know, is currently selling on TCG Player for $363.21. PSA 10s are going for $671.33. Obviously, if you look at the population, there's almost 5,000 of these things graded in a PSA 10, 4,000 of them in a 9. So if you look at the 9 price, actually, it's kind of funny because the PSA 9 price is a little bit lower than the raw price, which is why if you think your card's not going to grade as a 10, you should probably just hold on to it because if it gets a 9, you're actually going to lose money on it. One of the reasons that I still always recommend that you get at least 1 or 2 of the Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer boxes is because of that Pokemon Center stamp on there. And I know I mentioned that earlier, but it could be a huge difference between what that promo is worth, the value of it, and what it's worth as a non-stamped version from a regular ETB. I'm going to show you guys some examples of why I think this Magneton with the stamped promo will be worth $5 to $10 or even more over time. And these are the Pokemon Center exclusive stamped versions. The standard versions are $2 and $1. That's a huge difference. Okay, you're talking about 8 times more on the Iron Bundle. And that continues across the board, all with these Scarlet and Violet sets. The Mimikyu Pokemon Center exclusive stamped version went up recently from $4 to $7 in value. The standard version is still less than $1. Iron Thorn's $10, standard version less than $1. Fluttermane $10, same situation. Raritan ETB promo is $23 up to recently went up to $24. The standard version is still just $1. So that stamp is literally worth $23 on that card. The same thing goes across the board for all of these things. The Raritan, $28, went up from $13, standard version 1. The Charmander is up to $43 and rising really quickly. It was $20 last time I put this slide in one of these presentations. The standard version is actually still doing pretty well, around $4 to $6. And then the craziest one is the Snorlax promo with the stamp from Pokemon Center, which has gone up since the last time I did this slide, from $33 up to $58, and it seems to be just climbing. You can even see that with the most recent sets. I mean, we're talking about Twilight Masquerade, which just came out, and the Pokemon Center stamped version of that promo is $12 right now, and the standard version is like 56 cents. So again, that is why I think it's absolutely worth it to pay the extra $10 to get the Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer box. And that's if you're going to open it. You know, like the value of that promo card is only the value of that promo card if you open it. The value of the sealed box also tends to go up if you watch market prices on those things. So if you're looking to just build a sealed collection, and let's say you're not an investor bro whatsoever, because I'm certainly not, you just like to see the value of your cards be retained and maybe even go up over time. It's like as a would be nice kind of thing. I still like, this is literally the product that you should get and put on your shelf. I wouldn't even bother with putting a regular ETB on my shelf. At this point, I would probably just always go for the Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer boxes. That about does it for today with the announcements and the price guide of all of these different products for Surging Sparks coming out on November 8th. The entire set list is going to be coming soon, so stick around for that. You're going to want to be subscribed. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. These things take me hours to put together, as I always mention at the end of these, so please leave a like if you found it valuable. Share it with a friend who also enjoys Pokemon and knowing what upcoming sets there are going to be. Catch you in the next one, and as always, happy haunting, Fang Gang. Peace.